In today's session tunaendelea na topic yetu acid base and salts, na leo tutaanza kwa kudiscuss neutralization reaction. Neutralization ni kitu gani na kina faida gani katika kusoma kwetu chemistry? Neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction ni reaction aina gani inaitwa neutralization reaction? Hopefully tushaelewana kuhusu acid ni kitu gani na base ni kitu gani. Neutralization reaction tuna define is the reaction between an acid and a base to produce salt and water. So ni reaction between acid na base kwenda kutengeneza salt na water. Reaction between an acid and the base to produce salt and water. In the definition neutralization reaction, in this type of reaction, salt and water are formed as the only product. The reaction is called so because the products formed, salt and water, are of neutral pH. So it's called the neutralization reaction because we form a neutral product. Let's say we have a base such as sodium hydroxide, which is strong base, and we have an acid such as sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, or any strong base. We have an acid such as HCl or nitric acid or sulfuric acid. You see, the reaction between they produce a neutral product. Kwa mfano HCl plus potassium hydroxide acid then base, tunaenda kupata nini? Huyu metal ambaye ni potassium anaenda kuna nini na yule katiani kwenye hydrogen, so itakuwa potassium chloride. Hydroxide inaungana na hydrogen na kuwa H2O. Kwa mfano H2SO4 kujumlisha calcium less hydroxide, bani base tutakuja kupata ni calcium atabondi na ile pale SO4 plus H2O. Kinachobaki hapo ni kubalance. Kibalance hapa, kwa mfano calcium moja hydroxide, hapa lazima zidi tuweka mbili. Tukibalance pale tukiweka mbili inakuwa imbalance. Let's say it's H2SO4, it reacts with sodium hydroxide, then tunaenda kupata ni sodium sulfate. Sababu sulfate ndio attach kwenye sodium sulfate plus H2O. Unaona, kwa hiyo sodium sulfate plus H2O, that means pale itakuwa mbili. Tukibalance, equation is balanced. Let's say kuna baadhi ya base, weak bases such as calcium carbonate. Kwa ikiwa acid, let's say HCl imereact na calcium carbonate, it's weak base. Being carbonate itaongezeka another product ambayo ni carbon dioxide, so tutakuwa tuna calcium chloride, tutakuwa tuna water as well as the carbon dioxide gas. Kwa hiyo carbonates zote au hydrogen carbonates zinapo react katika neutralization reaction, they also produce a carbon dioxide. Actually the carbonates, they are weak bases. Unaona zenyewe ni weak bases. Also we may have hydrogen chloride plus, let's say it's calcium hydrogen carbonate. It's calcium hydrogen carbonate. Then what will we get? The equation here is it's not balanced. They have to balance. If we balance the equation, we can get 2 here. Yeah, it's balanced now. So here we'll get a calcium chloride 2 plus H2O, then plus carbon dioxide gas. Again, the equation is not balanced. You have to balance the equation, add 2 here. Unaona, kwa hiyo the bases which are carbonates, they also produce carbon dioxide as the additional product. But the pure bases which are hydroxides or the oxides or hydroxides, they produce only salt and water. The reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Kwa hiyo reaction na application sana katika reactions mbalimbali ambazo tunaenda kusoma katika volumetric analysis Taiona sana. Neutralization reaction is the form of a double displacement reaction. So it is the form of double displacement reaction. It is the form of double displacement reaction where the ion of the acid and the base replace each other to produce water and a metal salt. The anion of a salt, unaona, anion of a salt yule pale huwa anatoka kwenye anion of a salt anatoka kwenye acid, wakati the cation inatoka kwenye base. So the anion of a salt arises from the acid and the cation of the salt arises from the base. Unaona, anion of the salt arises from the acid, while the cation of the salt arises from the base. That's the way, or that's the general way neutralization reaction tend to occur. Unaona bwana, neutralization reaction tunatumia katika volumetric analysis katika kufanya titration. Unaona, katika volumetric analysis tunatumia neutralization reaction kufanya titration. The volume of acid that is neutralized, the alkali is called titral volume. Hizo tunasoma sana kwenye volumetric analysis katika kufanya titration. Application of neutralization in daily life. Katika daily life neutralization application yapi? Application of neutralization in daily life. Neutralization in daily life. Where is neutralization reaction applicable in daily life? Treatment of insect stings and bites. Some insect stings, such as those of the bees, inject an acid liquid into the skin. Kile kinachoingia kwenye skin kinakuwa nini? Acid, kwa mfano nyuki. So the sting can be neutralized by rubbing baking soda on the affected area. Baking soda ambayo ni sodium hydrogen carbonate is the base. So it will neutralize the sting ambayo nyuki alikuwa amekung'ata. Unaona? Antibites and needle stings contain methanoic acid. Unaona? These can also be neutralized by using baking soda or other alkaline substances such as cucumber and avocado. Cucumber ilo ni boga au avocado ambayo ni parachichi. Unaona, wasp sting, nyigu akung'ata, wasp sting are alkaline and can be neutralized with vinegar. Unaona, which contain acetic acid. Vinegar contain acetic acid, so it's used in the treating insect sting. Hapo nyuki akung'ata au mdudu yote akung'ata, it's easier for you to treat that using the knowledge of neutralization reaction. Relieving indigestion. Indigestion refers to the pain or discomfort of the stomach that is associated with the difficulty in digesting food. Kwa hiyo kuna wakati ambao mtu anaweza sisikie vizuri, tumbo, gesi kajaa na nini. All of those we can use neutralization reaction to relieve them. It is caused by the presence of the excess acid, which is dilute HCl in the stomach, dilute hydrochloric acid in the stomach. The excess acid can be neutralized by taking liquid or tablet that contain magnesium or sodium bicarbonate, which is antacid. Always vidonge vile ambavyo wanavitaga magnesium, they are magnesium hydroxide. So since they are magnesium hydroxide, they are bases which can neutralize the acid. The third application is soil treatment. Soil treatment we can use to treat the soil. If the soil is acidic, we can use to make it basic. If the soil is acidic, we can use to make it alkaline. Most plants grow well in soil that are neither too acidic nor too alkaline. This means that the best soil condition is when pH is close to 7. When pH is close to 7. When soil are too acidic, chemicals such as quicklime, which is calcium oxide, and slaked lime, which is calcium hydroxide, are added to adjust the soil pH. Kwa hiyo, a soil can be neutralized by using different chemicals. Unaona bwana? Such chemicals are basic and thus neutralize the soil pH. Treating factory waste. Kuna uchafu ambao unatoka viwandani unakuwa ni acidic or basic. We can use the acid or the base to treat that factory waste in order that waste not to destruct the environment ambapo itakuwa imeenda kuwekwa. Unaona, liquid waste from the factories often contain acids. If the waste get into water bodies such as the lakes and the rivers, they will kill the fish and other forms of aquatic life. This can be prevented by adding slack lime, which is calcium hydroxide, the slack lime calcium hydroxide, to the waste to neutralize them. Number 5 is reducing acidic rain occurrence. Acid rains is caused by the chemical reaction that begins when compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide are released into the air. These compounds react with the rainwater, oxygen, and other chemicals to form acidic rain. Acidic rain increases the acidity of the soil, rivers, and lakes, and adversely affects the vegetation and aquatic organisms. To reduce this problem, air pollution devices are fitted in exhaust pipes and chimney to neutralize ili kuweza kuneutralize acidic compounds before reaching the atmosphere. Lakini pia neutralization inaweza kutumika katika neutralizing accidental spills. Umemwaga sehemu, labda maabara umejimwagia kwenye mkono. Spills, umejimwagia mahali fulani, accidental, unaweza ku neutralize. If an acid or an alkali spills on the floor or work surface in the laboratory, it can be neutralized. For example, concentrated sodium hydroxide, which is quite corrosive, could be neutralized by adding hydrochloric acid to it. Unaweza add hydrochloric acid. Manufacturing of fertilizer, different fertilizers, they are produced by the neutralization reaction, such as the ammonium fertilizer compound DAP, diammonium phosphate, DAP. Ammonium fertilizer produced from the neutralization of ammonia with mineral acids. Ammonium nitrate, for example, is produced by the action of the ammonia with nitric acid. The word formula of the equation ammonium nitrate, pia ammonium with sulfuric acid to give ammonium sulfate, ammonium with sulfuric acid. No. That's the neutralization reaction. In the coming session, we will discuss uses of acids and alkalis. Thank you, and later wish you nice studies.